to think, Liverpool's season is it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? If we're looking at the numbers, because how can Man City have more goals and an even goal difference, but they have 23 more points? What the hell? So they were winning games by 1 goal every time.
Maths is overrated. As I always told you, maths is overrated. It's not quality as I think it is.
The more investigation we do into this Liverpool season, when it's over and done with, 5 years from now, I think this is going to be like the 5th best campaign ever won.
No. Wait, it's all dependent on if they break the points record.
Even if they break the points record, I don't care about the points record.
What the heck? No. Okay. Wait, you don't care? No.
Look who they're doing it against. 9 lost City, 9 lost Leicester, 10 lost Chelsea.
Doesn't matter.
It matters.
If they break the points record, it's between who scored the most goals, the Invincibles, and the most points.
No,
if they get him over 100 points, I'm sorry, that's a stat.
I can make an argument that the Chelsea team that beat the invincible Arsenal, even though they lost 1 game and ended up with 95 points, when they only conceded 15 or 16 goals, is just as impressive as this Liverpool team, even though they haven't accrued however many points. But they were going against peak Arsenal, peak Sir Alex.
No, you don't will remember. You don't understand. That's not how it works. History works with what did you do? People say, oh, well, what did you do? But who did you play against?
I'm not getting caught in the moment of, it's 2020, so the thing that happened in 2020 is the best. I think there can be context.
No. What I'm saying is, forget what year it is. If a team had the most points ever recorded, that is a stat that stands out. If a team went through unbeaten, that stands out. If a team scored the most goals, that's a stat that stands out.
What about the team that concedes the least goals?
Yeah, that stands out as well.
So that's that Chelsea team in 2004, 2005. They conceded 15 goals in a season.
But let's be real. And let's be objective. History will look more favorably on a team who accumulated the most points than the team that conceded the least. That's just facts.
Okay.
People will be more favorable with the team that scored the most
numbers,
goals.
Bro.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're looking at the table and determining greatness through tables. The point here is that Man City have been all comparable in every stat except for points, which means there must be something funky that's going on with Liverpool's performances, that City can have more goals and an even goal difference, and Liverpool have 23 more points. That means Liverpool must be doing something weird in their games to where you have a gap that large with goal numbers and defense numbers that even or even better.
No. What it is that we've seen the season they've had. They've not played well.
Exactly. We were able to what? Who turned you into a stat merchant? I thought this was all about the eye test. What's happening to my guy?
No. Basically, you don't understand. There is an objective way of viewing this thing, and so objective. I personally, wouldn't put their season historic. That's just me personally. But I'm talking objective and real. If they break the points record, that is historic. If they don't break the points record,
I'm not arguing that. But if we're talking about the merits of which team is better, then I think the eye test must come into equation. It has to be a variable in the equation.
Oh, no. But that is why many people have said that despite the 23 points gap, De Bruyne has arguably been the best player this season in the Premier League. And it's probably been one of the best players in Europe. It's been such a weird season because you're like,
I'm making the argument that Man City last season is more impressive than Liverpool this season, even if Liverpool end up with 104 points.
Well, for me, I'd say no. Man City, the 100 points season.
Because I watched Man City last season do what they do with a hot Liverpool behind them. Like, if they slipped up one time, Liverpool would have won the league, and they didn't. To me, that's more impressive than just destroying a league and not even being impressive. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, the context of the season matters when we try to determine greatness.
But I still think there is no discussion needs to be had until let's just see what happens. If they don't break the points record, who cares? Because if I see 101 or 105, I'm like, okay, hold up. Just like when City got to 100, I'm like, excuse me, 100 points? What? Excuse me? Yeah. You have to hold up.